Hi guys, how you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I'm just on my way out. I'm actually going to a service of songs for one of our brothers. Is my kinsman that passed away a couple of weeks ago. And as usual, funerals, especially when a young person dies, and very unexpectedly, without illness, without any accident, nothing. It makes you contemplate life. It really makes you think about life. And I've been thinking about life. You guys know since January I've been really contemplating about life, the meaning of life and everything, because I just feel like, sometimes we forget that this life is only temporary. We are here. It's a journey that is numbered. And the funny thing about life is that it's not about how old you are or how young you are. It's not about how strong you are or how weak you are. I've seen some people who are very sickly that people thought they will not even last 1 year, and they've gone on to live for several decades. And then you find somebody like this, our brother, who passed away a few weeks ago, wasn't even sick, nothing, no illness, no medical condition. He went to work. He's in his 50s, early 50s. He went to work that day. He came back from work with his wife. They were together, no illness, no emergency, nothing. And he was just lying on the couch and just passed out. Just passed away peacefully in his couch. And, I've been thinking a lot about life generally, because I just feel like sometimes we are lost in our pursuit for this, for that. We want to achieve so much in life. We want to build this. And the thing about life is that the pursuit never ends. It never. The pursuit for material things never ends. When you have one car, in some climates, for instance, in Africa, you want another one. Even if you have one here, after a few years or after a few months, you want a bigger one, you want a better one. If you have a small house, you want a bigger house, you want a bigger garden, you want this, you want that. I mean, there's always something that we want in life. I mean, there's nothing wrong in it. That's life, isn't it? That's what we're in this life for. We're here. And you can't just come to this life and fold your hands and say, you're not going to do anything. We go through everything that we're supposed to go through. We are born, we go to school, we try to acquire some learning, to have a job or a career. No, thank you. And we try to build a life ourselves. Then we mature, and then it's time for family. Some people will have families, some will not have. Some people will have children, some will not have, some will be married, some will not be married. That's life for you. And then we'll come to another phase. You start to build your career, and then you watch your children grow, and then at a point you start to plan for your retirement, and then the retirement will come at a certain age, and then you retire and hopefully pray that God gives you good health so you can live out the rest of your days in peace and happiness, watching your children's children. But we all die. Yeah, we all die. We all die. Everyone dies at some point. We all die. Africans don't like talking about death, because people think it's bad omen when you talk about death. But you know what? I find funerals the best place for you to go to if you want to find the meaning of life, and if you want to really put some perspective into your life. Go to where somebody has died, especially a death like this, whereby no illness, there was nothing, just like that. And it's particularly very painful for this brother. We're not related by blood, but he's from my hometown, from my community. That's why I'm wearing this outfit. It's particularly painful because this brother has been waiting on the Lord for children for a very long time. He and his wife. Very fervent Christian, completely sold out to the Lord, very responsible in any way that you can think of, lover of God, lover of man. He loved his family, he loved his friends, he loved his community. He was a good person. He was a very good person. But let me not bore you with my philosophies about life and death. I wanted to share something with you about the legacies that we leave behind when we die. Because sometimes I feel like when people die from where we come from, people lie when they die. They lie about who they were really. They lie. I mean, I can point to 2 people that I know in my own life that have died. And people have come to their funerals and lied about them. This way, one of them is like one of the most horrible human being I've ever seen in my life. They say you don't speak ill of the dead. But, I mean, why do we lie? Why do we lie against the dead when people have done really terrible things? This man used to beat his wife every night. He would come home. He was a drunk. He would come home and beat his wife, beat all his children. He was so abusive. Always drinking from dusk to dawn. And then all of a sudden he died. Even his children were saying, oh, my dad was this, my dad was that. I saw one of them wrote something on Facebook about how the dad was such a... In my mind, I was like, really? Is it that they've forgotten, or they're just trying to create another reality? Because this is what, I mean, what they've written about this man is completely different from who he really is. People lie when people die. That's just the truth. I've noticed it. Africans, they lie when people die. They say, oh, he was a good man. He was a peace-loving man. He was kind. It's a lie. He wasn't kind. He wasn't genuine. He was wicked. Very wicked. He sowed discord among his brethren. He was abusive. He was a terrible person. I think we should begin to speak the truth. We shouldn't be lying. Shouldn't be lying against the dead. It's not, I don't think it's right for you to be lying against what somebody was not. You now say the person is because the person is dead. No, there's no need for it. So this our brother. You should see his house when he died. As busy as this country is, that everybody is, you know, everybody is running up and down, walking around the clock. It was like a king has died. Yorubas say character is like smoke. Your character is like smoke. It oozes. It will just, the signal, smoke cannot be hidden now. It will go to the rooftop and it will scatter everywhere. People will see it. You can be a mile, 2 miles away and you will see smoke. That's how character is, our character. So what am I trying to say? While you still have your life, do good so that they will remember you for good. Do good with your life and always bear it in mind that we are only here temporarily. What would they remember you for? How many of you watch Game of Thrones? I've not been a fan. I can't say I've been following it from the beginning. I just recently started watching it because of all the rave about, you know, the final season and all that. And so many of my friends were waiting up to 2 a.m. to watch it. And I'm like, really? I was like, both my friends here in Nigeria were telling me I'm not going to bed on the day that the season premiered. I was like, what's so spectacular? She said, don't worry, Bridgie. Go and watch it. I said, okay. I've never watched it before, but I started watching. And I see why there's so much rave about it. And what I wanted to bring about the Game of Thrones on this issue of life and death is the order of the men in black. You know those men in black that call themselves the ninth, that watches the wall. They are the ninth watchers that stay on that wall and watches. Whenever one of them dies, either in combat, in battle, or whatever, whenever any one of them dies, I've noticed that when they want to do the funeral, when they gather together and they want to do the funeral, they always say, and now his watch has ended. And now his watch has ended. After they finish saying all the things they want to say about the person, they are men, they are all men. When they finish saying he did this, he did that, he laid down, he did this, he fought for his brother, he stood for the truth, he did this, he did that, then they will say, and now his watch has ended. Then all of them will chorus it, and now his watch has ended. And, you know, for this our brother, his name is Victor. I was thinking about it as I was just driving out, that this is what it is. His own watch has ended now. Not in the sense of Game of Thrones, but we are here to watch in this life, basically. We are here to watch whatever you are doing, in whatever field you are. We are here to do our bits, to do our duty, to do our whatever we need to do for family, for God, for friends, for loved ones. We are here as watchers. And then one day, too, for us, they'll be saying, and now your watch has ended. But between now and the day they are going to say those words for you, what are you doing with your life that is not all about you, and you alone? How are you affecting the life of other people outside your circle, your friends, your family, your immediate family? Some people, even their extended family, they don't even share in all the blessings that God has blessed them with. Life is so temporary. It's just boom, here today, gone tomorrow. So I'm going to end by just saying that between now and the day that our own turn will come, because whether we like it or not, your turn will come, my turn will come. Let us do good. Let us be good. And let us affect as many people as we can positively. Pride, envy, jealousy, unforgiveness are all lost things of this world that will go with this world. All the things of this world will go with this world. We came naked and we are going to go back naked. But what will you be remembered for when your watch has ended? I'm just going to leave you with that question while I go and say goodbye to a brother. I'll catch you in my next one. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.